morning, and I am the Angry Cook. Today, we have a Lancaster County, Pennsylvania favorite, chicken pot pie. Now, for some reason, they call it chicken Popeye. And what a one-eyed sailor smoking a pipe has to do with chicken is beyond me. But, anyway, we're going to go, and there's a little net trying to kill me. Anyway, what I've done so far, I roasted a 4-pound chicken. I'm going to be making the broth for our chicken Popeye. In this pot, I've got a chicken carcass, a chicken back, and a leek, the white and the light green part, an onion. Don't take the skin off. The skin helps to color the broth. 3 carrots and 3 pieces of celery. That's how we're going to make our broth. We're going to debone this and cut up the chicken meat. In preparation, we're going to use the drippings from our roasted chicken in here also to help flavor that. What we need for the pot pie itself, which we'll go into after we do our broth, or stock, sorry. So what we need for our chicken pot pie is, I'm going to be using a celery heart. You should use 3 or 4 carrots. I have these humongous things that I'm going to use 2 of them instead. An onion and 4 nice potatoes. Use the russet kind or Yukon Gold. They hold up better because they're more a starchy potato than the wax potatoes, the yellow or red potatoes, the small ones. And of course some seasonings to salt, pepper, and whatever else happens to strike my fancy as I'm making it to make it taste better. Three, 2, 1. Oh, God, shit. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, and I am the Angry Cook. Today, we have a Lancaster County, Pennsylvania favorite, chicken pot pie. Now, for some reason, they call it chicken Popeye. And what a one-eyed sailor smoking a pipe has to do with chicken is beyond me. But, anyway, we're going to go, and there's a little net trying to kill me. Anyway, what I've done so far, I roasted a 4-pound chicken. I'm going to be making the broth for our chicken Popeye. In this pot, I've got a chicken carcass, a chicken back, and a leek, the white and the light green part, an onion. Don't take the skin off. The skin helps to color the broth. 3 carrots and 3 pieces of celery. That's how we're going to make our broth. We're going to debone this and cut up the chicken meat. In preparation, we're going to use the drippings from our roasted chicken in here also to help flavor that. What we need for the pot pie itself, which we'll go into after we do our broth, or stock, sorry. We need, I'm using a chicken, Jesus Christ, cut! Three, 2, 1. So what we need for our chicken pot pie is, I'm going to be using a celery heart. You should use 3 or 4 carrots. I have these humongous things that I'm going to use 2 of them instead. An onion and 4 nice potatoes. Use the russet kind or Yukon Gold. They hold up better because they're more a starchy potato than the wax potatoes, the yellow or red potatoes, the small ones. And of course some seasonings to salt, pepper, and whatever else happens to strike my fancy as I'm making it to make it taste better. So we're going to be deboning this and putting the broth on, and we'll be back in a bit and make the pot pie itself. Hello again, and I just wanted to remind you about our merchandise store. We'll have various things available, including the new design of our t-shirt, which will look very similar to this, but it'll be new, along with a couple of extra colors. We have hoodies, we have stainless steel mugs, we have coffee cups in a couple of different colors, 3 different colors if I remember right. We have long sleeve shirts, we have short sleeve shirts, we have women's t-shirts, we have jogging pants, we have decals, we have some various other things. If there's something you don't see that you want to see, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if we can get it for you. Once again, the link will be here. We'll have a couple of pages after this of the merchandise available. Dress like the Angry Cook. We'll see you. Thank you. Okay, our stock is pretty much done after about an hour and a half, a little more than that. We're going to strain actually, all our stuff. Now, you may be tempted to reuse these vegetables and pick off some meat and stuff like that. Don't do it. These have given everything they have to the stock. They've given every ounce of flavor they have to the stock. So we are going to check volume. We want 6 cups of stock. If we have too much, we're going to boil it down and reduce it a little bit till we get 6 cups. So we'll be back in a bit. And we're back. We've got our 6 cups of broth. We have our 4 potatoes. I went to 1 large carrot because there's a shitload of carrot here and I don't need 2. Cut the bottom up our celery heart. We're going to cut that up, cut up our onion, and cut up our chicken a little bit better. Let's do the onion, let's do the rest of the carrot first. Because it was so big, I cut it in half across itself. I cut it in half again, and now I'm quartering each half because this thing is just huge. Okay. Remember, our stock is not flavored at all. We're going to use salt and pepper. I think I'm going to add some thyme to it. I don't think anything else. You can see my stock is still burning hot. I may add more to it after I get it going. Get it on the burner, get it boiling, and then turn it down to a simmer. And we're going to add these ingredients, not the chicken. We're still going to cut that down a little bit for 25-35 minutes until everything is tender. Then we're going to add our chicken and warm it up. And woo, doggies! We're going to add our pot pie squares about 10 minutes into it, so they'll cook down. We're going to add more stock, definitely, because that's going to suck up some stock, which I didn't think of initially. Add a little more stock to that. Vegetables vary in size, so you may have to add more or less. So I'm going to add another couple of cups, make it 8 cups total. That's better. And we may even add more than that once these go in and start sucking some of the stock up. So we'll be back in a little bit, about 10 minutes or so when we add this, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're 10 minutes in. We're going to add our Popeye squares, which, by the way, I thought I'd just pass this out. I measured out what was left of the stock I had after adding 2 more cups to that, 8 cups total. And I still have almost exactly a quart of stock left, which is awesome. That'll go in the freezer. Anyhow, Popeye squares. Dump them in. Stir them in. We're going to put 19 minutes up on the clock. And that's when we put our chicken in. And just reheat our chicken and we'll be done. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, we're just about done. We're going to add our chicken. Lots of chicken. I mean, it's chicken Popeye. So you got to have lots of chicken and lots of Popeye. And we have ample of both. And this is what we're doing here. We're going to take out the assorted stems. The starch in the noodles is sticking up the broth just a touch. I mean, just barely. We have a nice selection of a lot of carrots. A nice selection of carrots. You can get a Popeye square. What kind of joint is this? Okay. So we have, and again I'm using the Pyrex, the only clear dish I have. And celery. We have celery. We have potatoes, carrots, chicken out the butt, a little bit of thyme and rosemary. I think I already told you, I threw 3 or 4 sprigs of thyme in there, fresh thyme, and 1 sprig of fresh rosemary out of the garden. Take the time to do it right. You can use box broth if you want. You can make your own noodles if you want. It just is, it's an awesome dish. It's an awesome quick dish. If you make your own broth, it takes a little bit of time. But stock is the easiest thing in the world to make. You chop up some stuff, you throw it in a pot, along with some chicken carcasses, and you're done for after an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you have your own, something you can call your own. And if you make your own noodles on top of that, it is all your own. So enjoy this, try this. This is ramped up a little bit from the typical Lancaster County stuff because I added some thyme and rosemary and a little bit of love to it, but you're not going to find this in a restaurant. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.